Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Anuta, the Crochet World, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe to my channel, like, share and comment on my videos. And today we're going to do this beautiful pattern for a hat. Now I have made this hat for an adult small size, but if you want to go ahead for some other sizes, please check the description box below and you will find these measurements and you can make the exact pattern for your hat. And for other instructions, please check out the video. I've explained everything inside the video, how to go for the other sizes as well, so no need to worry at all. You will find all the help. And here I've used my 100% cotton yarn, and for this particular project I have used my 5 mm of the hook. Now about the size of this hat, it is about 8, more than 8 inches or 21 centimeters, but this one can always expand, so it will stretch, so it will go more than that. And it is about 9 inches or 23 centimeters wide, but again it will stretch, so it's gonna be all right. And here I have a big brim, so this one is the big brim. It's a doubled brim. I've doubled this one up. If you don't want to go for this big brim, you can always choose your number of stitches and you can have this one in a small size. It's totally up to you. And that's it. So let's begin. Okay, so here we're gonna start with a slip knot. So just have a slip knot, and here we're gonna chain up 25. So it's 1 2 3 4 5 6 24 and 25. So here it is. I got my this 25 chains, and now I'm gonna turn my work. So just turn your work, and this is the back part of your chains. We're gonna work on this back part of our chains. So here it is. This is our first chain and this is our second chain. We will go to the second chain and insert your hook and grab the yarn and have one single crochet here, and now all the way until end have one single crochet into each chain. And by the end, for this row number 1, you're going to have your 24 single crochets. So keep on having one single crochet into each chain, and I'm going to meet you at the end of this chain with my 24 single crochets. Here it is. At the end of my this row number 1, I got my 24 single crochets, and now for my row number 2, I will chain 1 and turn my work. So chain 1, turn your work, and here we're going to have our back loop single crochets. So this is your chain 1. Skip this chain 1, go to this first stitch, and we will not insert our hook like this. We will not take both the loops, we will take the back loop only. So this is your back loop. Insert your hook into this back loop and grab a yarn and have one single crochet here. Again, go to this next stitch, insert your hook into this back loop and grab a yarn and have one single crochet here. And this is our single crochet back loop only. So keep on having one single crochet into each stitch. All of your stitches will be back loop only stitches, and by the end you're going to have your 24 single crochets back loop only, and I'm going to meet you at the end here. And here it is. At the end of my row number 2, I got my this 24 single crochets back loop only, and now we're going to repeat our row number 2 until our required length. So here it is. Again, for your row number 3, we're going to repeat our row number 2. So chain 1 and turn your work. So this is your chain 1. We're going to skip over this chain 1. We will go to this first stitch, and again we will insert our hook into the back loop of our this stitch, and we'll grab the yarn and we'll have one single crochet. Go to this next stitch, insert your hook into the back loop and grab a yarn and have one single crochet. So keep on repeating your row number 2 until your required length. And here for this particular pattern, we're going to need our stitches in multiples of 6. So here at the end we are going to have our stitches on top of each row. So here I'm going to have one stitch, here I'm going to have second stitch, here I'm going to have third stitch, because these are the 3 rows here. So we are going to have our stitches in multiples of 6. So here whatever number of rows I'm having, I'm going to have my number of rows in multiples of 6. I'm going to go up to my row number 66. So it's totally up to you, whichever size you have been working on. Just keep in mind that your this rows should be in multiples of 6. I'm going to go up to my row number 66 and always measure your this brim. So here again, we're going to measure our brim, how long our brim is. I'm going to go up to my row number 66, but it's totally up to you. Always measure the head size, always measure this brim size, and that's it. And I'm going to meet you after my row number 66, and I'm going to keep on repeating my row number 2 until my row number 66, and later on we will measure the brim and we will work on. So I'm going to meet you after my row number 66. And here it is. After my row number 66, it looks like this. And if you want to check the measures of my this brim, it is about this rib stitches have a tendency to stretch. So whenever you are measuring your this brim, always stretch your work and then check. So it is about nearly 22 inches or 56 centimeters here. 56 centimeters long or 22 inches. Here it is. Here. And this is the brim size. So whatever size you want, just have your this rows in multiples of 6 and always stretch your work and then measure. So whatsoever size, this will be your final work. It will stretch out. So it's totally up to you. Whichever size you want, you can just work up to that size. And now we're going to attach our this 2 parts together. So here it is. Now we're going to attach our this 2 parts together. Yeah, so just put these 2 sides together, and here I'm gonna have chain 1. Just gonna tighten up my chain 1, and just gonna turn my work, and I'm here. Now here I'm gonna insert my hook into my this first stitch. This is my chain 1, so I'm gonna insert my hook into my this first stitch like this, and we'll go to this other side. Now this is your foundation chain, and I'm going to take my this first chain here. I'm going to insert my hook into my this first chain like this, taking both the loops, and we'll grab the yarn and we'll pull my yarn through all of my loops, and I'm going to have 1 slip stitch here. And now go to the second stitch, insert your hook, go to this second chain, insert your hook and grab a yarn and have 1 slip stitch here. So now keep on having 1 slip stitch on each stitch from both the sides, attaching these 2 parts together, and by the end you're going to have your 24 slip stitches. So keep on having your slip stitches, and I'm going to meet you at the end, and we're going to have our 24 slip stitches here. And here it is. I got my this 24 slip stitches, and here it is. I've attached my this 2 parts together. Enough. If you are working on this single brim, I'm working on this double brim, so I'm gonna just double this up like this. So I want this side to be in front, this attachment to be in front. But if you're working on a single brim, if you're working on a small brim like this, just chain 1 and turn your work. Here I'm gonna have my chain 1, but I'm not gonna turn my work. So just I'm gonna have my this chain 1, and I'm gonna start working on this side. But if you're having a small brim, if you don't want to double up your brim, just chain 1 and turn your work, because then you have to work on this other side, on this front side here. Now after your chain 1, we will go to this row. This is your first row. Here it is. Insert your hook and grab a yarn and have 1 single crochet here. Now this is your first single crochet, so I'm just gonna have a stitch marker here. And now go to the second one. This is your second row. This one is your second row. If you can see, insert your hook and grab a yarn and have 1 single crochet. Go to this third row. Here it is. Insert your hook and grab a yarn and have 1 single crochet. Go to this next row. This is your fourth row. Insert your hook and grab a yarn and have 1 single crochet. Now keep on having 1 single crochet on each row. So we're going to work on these rows. So keep on having 1 single crochet on each rows, and because I'm having 66 rows here, I'm going to have 66 single crochets. So keep on having 1 single crochet on each row, and I'm going to meet you at the end after my 66 single crochets here, like this. And here it is. I got my this 66 single crochets here, and now I'm going to take out my this stitch marker, and I will insert my hook into my this first stitch, and we'll grab the yarn and we'll make a slip stitch here, and that's how we're going to finish with this round number 1. And now for your round number 2, we're going to start building our pattern here. So for that, chain 1 and insert your hook again into that same stitch, into this first stitch, and grab a yarn and have one single crochet here. Now yarn over, go to that same stitch, insert your hook, grab a yarn and have one half double crochet here, and now yarn over and insert your hook again into that same stitch like this, and grab a yarn and have one double crochet here like this. Now this first single crochet, this is a double crochet, this is a half double crochet, and this is a single crochet. This single crochet is your first stitch. So just have your stitch marker here, and here it is. Now we're going to skip our next 2 stitches. It's 1 and 2. We're going to skip our next 2 stitches and we will go to this third stitch, and here into this third stitch we're going to have our 3 stitches, 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, and 1 double crochet. So insert your hook into this third stitch, grab a yarn, have 1 single crochet, yarn over, insert your hook again into that same stitch, grab a yarn over and spool your yarn through all 3 loops. This is your half double crochet, yarn over and insert your hook again into that same stitch, and grab a yarn over and spool your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and spool your yarn through 2 loops, and this is your double crochet. And we are going to repeat this pattern. So again, skip your next 2 stitches, 1 and 2, go to this third stitch and have 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, and 1 double crochet. Again, skip your next 2 stitches and into this third stitch, insert your hook and have 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, and 1 double crochet. And now keep on repeating this pattern until the end of this round, and I'm going to meet you here, somewhere here, because we're going to skip our last 2 stitches. So I'm going to meet you somewhere here, and keep on repeating your pattern. And here it is. After my round number 2, I'm here. Now I'm going to take out my this stitch marker. I've got my this last stitch here, my last double crochet. I'm going to skip my this next 2 stitches, and I will go to this first stitch and will insert my hook directly into my this first single crochet. Remember, this is the first single crochet, and I'm going to grab the yarn and we'll make a slip stitch here like this. Now chain 1 and turn your work. So turn your work, and here it is. You're already been working on this single crochet. So here you got your this chain 1. Now here, insert your hook again into this same stitch, this single crochet, and grab a yarn and have 1 single crochet here, yarn over, insert your hook again into that same stitch, and grab a yarn and have 1 half double crochet here. Now if you want, you can put your this stitch marker on the single crochet. This is your first stitch of your round number 3. And now for your double crochet, yarn over and go down to this stitch. So here it is. This is your single crochet. So here we got our this 2 stitches. We will not insert our hook again into this same stitch. We will go down to this stitch here, this one. So insert your hook into this stitch. This is your round number 1. So insert your hook into this space and grab a yarn, and you can have a slightly longer double crochet here. Now yarn over and spool your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and spool your yarn through 2 loops. Again, we're going to skip next 2 stitches, 1 and 2. We're going to skip over this next 2 stitches, and this is our third stitch. Here again we're going to repeat the pattern. So insert your hook into this stitch, grab a yarn and have 1 single crochet, yarn over, insert your hook again into that same stitch, and grab a yarn and have 1 half double crochet, yarn over, and we will not go to the stitch, we will go down to the stitch. This is your row number 1 here, this one, and we will insert our hook into this stitch just down to this your single crochet. You're going to find your stitch here, insert your hook and grab a yarn, and you're going to have your slightly longer double crochet here, yarn over, pull your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and spool your yarn through 2 loops. And here it is. That's how your pattern will look, and it will look like this from the front. And now keep on repeating this pattern. So again, skip your next 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and we will go to this third stitch. Again, here we're going to have 2 stitches. It's 1 single crochet and 1 half double crochet. Yarn over and go down to this stitch, and you're going to find this space here, insert your hook, and have 1 slightly longer double crochet here. Again, skip your next 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and into this third stitch, insert your hook, grab yarn and have 1 single crochet, yarn over, insert your hook, grab yarn and have 1 half double crochet, yarn over, go down to the stitch, and you're going to find your space here, insert your hook, grab yarn and have 1 slightly longer double crochet. Here it is. And now keep on repeating this pattern until the end of this round, and I'm going to meet you here. So keep on repeating your pattern, and I'm going to meet you at the end. And here it is. I'm at the end of this round number 3, and now I'm going to take out this stitch marker. I've got this last longer double crochet here. I'm going to skip this next 2 stitches, and I will go to this first single crochet, and I will insert my hook into this first single crochet, and we'll grab the yarn and we'll make a slip stitch here. Touch up your work a little bit, and now we are going to repeat our row number 2 and row number 3 until our required length. So again, for your row number 4, we're going to repeat our row number 2. So for that, just chain 1, turn your work, and we are here on this first single crochet. We are already on the single crochet stitch. So here we're going to insert our hook, and we'll grab the yarn, and we will have our first single crochet here. Now if you want, you can put this stitch marker here. Again, yarn over and insert your hook into the same stitch, and grab your yarn and have 1 half double crochet, and yarn over and again insert your hook into that same stitch. Remember, if we are not going down to any other stitch, we will work on the same stitch, and we will have our 1 double crochet here into the same stitch, because we are repeating our round number 2 here. Now again, we're going to skip our next 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and we will go to this third stitch, and here we're going to have 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, and 1 double crochet into the same stitch. And now keep on repeating this pattern until the end of this round, until here, so all the way around, and I'm going to meet you here. Here it is. I'm at the end of my round number 4, and I'm going to take out this stitch marker, and I will insert my hook into this first single crochet, and we'll grab my yarn and we'll have slip stitch here, chain 1, turn your work, and here it is. You're already on this first single crochet, so insert your hook into this first single crochet, grab your yarn and have 1 single crochet here, and this is your first stitch of your round number 5. Now here for our round number 5, we are going to repeat our round number 3. So for that, here have 1 single crochet, yarn over, insert your hook into that same stitch, grab yarn and have 1 half double crochet. Now yarn over and go down to this stitch. So here, this is your stitch. You have been working on the stitch. Go down to the stitch into this space here, insert your hook and grab your yarn. And you're going to have 3 loops here, yarn over, pull your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. And this is a slightly longer double crochet here. Here, again, skip your next 2 stitches, insert your hook into the stitch, third stitch, and have your 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, and yarn over and go down to the stitch into this space. Here, insert your hook, grab your yarn, and have 3 loops here, yarn over, pull your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. And this is your slightly longer double crochet. And now keep on repeating this pattern. So keep on repeating your round number 3 for your round number 5, and again keep on repeating your round number 2 and 3 until your required length. So whatsoever length you want, always measure your length and go on and repeat this pattern. So it's totally up to you. Whatsoever measurements you want, whatsoever size you want, you can go up to that size. Just keep on repeating your round number 2 and 3. And I'm going to go up to my round number 16, and I'm going to meet you after that. So I'm going to go up to my round number 16, but it's totally up to you. Whatsoever length you want, just go up to that length, go up to that measure, and I'm going to meet you after that. And here it is. After my round number 16, it looks like this. And now for your round number 17. So after you having your a required length, we're going to create a top crown here. So for that, we're going to reduce the number of stitches in here. So for that, after having your required length, just chain one and turn your work. And here for my round number 17, I'm going to go to this stitch, we'll grab the yarn and we'll have one single crochet here. And here I will yarn over and directly go to this space and we'll have one double crochet here, a longer double crochet here, like this. So I'm gonna have single crochet and a double crochet. I'm not gonna have a half double crochet in between because we're gonna reduce the stitches here. Again, skip your next two stitches, 1 and 2, and into this third stitch, into this single crochet, insert your hook, grab yarn and have one single crochet, yarn over, go down to this stitch, insert your hook, grab yarn and have one double crochet here. Sorry, a longer double crochet here. Sorry, I forgot to ask you to put this stitch marker. If you want, just put your stitch marker here. This is your first stitch, and now keep on repeating this pattern all the way around, and I'm gonna meet you here. So remember, after skipping your 2 stitches into this third stitch, have only 2 stitches, 1 single crochet and 1 longer double crochet. It's just the 1 stitch in here, and then the second stitch will go down to this single crochet here, and you are going to have your longer double crochet, and I'm going to meet you at the end. And here it is. I'm at the end of my this round number 17, and this is my last stitch. And now I'm going to take out my this stitch marker and will insert my hook into my this first stitch. We'll grab the yarn and we'll make a slip stitch, and this is the end of our round number 17. And now I'm going to chain one and turn my work. Now here we're going to reduce our stitches. So again, insert your hook into the same stitch and grab a yarn. You can have 2 loops. Now go to this next stitch. This is your double crochet from your previous round. Go to this next stitch, insert your hook, grab a yarn, and you're going to have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops. Put your the stitch marker back on, and again we're going to reduce our stitches. So go to this next stitch, insert your hook and grab a yarn. Go to this next stitch. This is double crochet from your previous round. Insert your hook and grab a yarn, and you're going to have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops. Again, go to this next stitch, insert your hook, grab a yarn, go to this next stitch, insert your hook and grab a yarn, yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops. And keep on repeating this pattern until the end of this round. So again, go to this next stitch, grab a yarn, go to this next stitch, grab a yarn, yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops. And that's how we're going to reduce our stitches here. So just keep on repeating this pattern, and I'm going to meet you at the end of this round, round number 18. Here, like this. And here it is. After my round number 18, it looks like this. And now I'm going to take out my this stitch marker and will insert my hook into my this first stitch, and we'll grab the yarn and we'll make a slip stitch here. And that's how we're going to finish our this round number 18, and that's it. And now we're going to cut our yarn. So just cut a longer tail here because we're going to attach over this crown. So just have a longer tail and secure this last stitch, and I'm gonna turn my work. Here it is. I'm gonna have a needle here, and now so we are here. So I'm just going to go to this next stitch. Okay, this is the stitch we have already worked on. So I'm going to go to this next stitch, 1 stitch in and 1 stitch out. Just going to gather up my this yarn like this. Again, go to this next stitch, 1 stitch in, 1 stitch out. is. Here, now if you want, you can have another round just to make sure, just to secure this one. I've got some of the space here. This is the one, so I'm just gonna go to the second round and I'll make sure that there should be no gap. And here it is. I guess it's gonna be all right. And now you can have a little knot here and hide your this end in, and I'm gonna meet you after that. You can have a couple of knots here to secure this yarn nice and tight. It's here. And now hide your this end in, and I'm gonna meet you after that. And here it is. Our hat is ready, and I've made this pom-pom as well. I've used my this 5.5 centimeters pom-pom maker. Now if you don't have a pom-pom maker, you can always use your fingers. It's of the same size, so you can always use your fingers and have your this pom-pom here. And I've just attached this pom-pom here, and you can simply turn this one, your brim, and it's ready. And I hope you have liked my today's tutorial. If you have liked, please like, share and comment on my videos, and please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you into the next video. Till then, bye.